Good evening and welcome to the Ordinance Subcommittee. Today is Tuesday, October 12th, 2021, 7 p.m. Member present, my Vice Chair, Councilor Maria de la Cruz, Councilor at Large, Selena Reyes, and Councilor District, Jorge Gonzalez, and myself, Estela Reyes. Councilor, I have no minutes to approve. Councilor, can I get a motion to take document 214 out of table and out of order?
So moved. Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
I have it. Document 21421 to obstruct Oak Street from the intersection of Oak Street and Lawrence Street to the intersections of Oak Street and Short Street for construction of the new Oliver School project. That has been put in the agenda by Odanis Hernandez and Chief Operating. I don't have the names. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, Daniel McCarthy from the City of Lawrence Planning Department. I am the land use planner, and I've been working on this project with the Oliver School development team, which is a group of architects and engineers who have been drafting the plans and the construction project for the new Oliver School. The school's been, the money's been appropriated for the construction process, and we're getting the beginning of it, starts. One of those is a bookkeeping issue, or not a bookkeeping, but a type of administrative process that we have to go through to secure the area around the school for the purpose of construction. So I call it a safety plan in my letter, and I've got letters from the fire department. We also have gone to the police department, DPW, and the recreation department are all approving this. And we're asking for 3 sections for your approval under. One is approval for the use of a portion of the O'Neill Park ball field directly across from the Oliver School. And that's where they're going to be putting the construction trailer and use as the yard for operations. Second one will be the elimination of parking, which you have authority over under the city ordinance, that we're going to eliminate the parking for a 2-year period.
For what?
For a 2-year period during the construction of
2
this.
years?
Three. From the beginning of Lawrence Street, just on Oak Street, the parking will just be Oak Street parking, but from Lawrence Street to Short Street, there'll be no parking. There are 3 buildings that are on that they use that have their own private parking lots. They will this is the Lawrence Public Library is one of them. The YWCA FINA House and the United Methodist Church. They all have access, and they will continue to have access. They will not be stopped from accessing the property at any point, so they will be allowed to come and go freely to their own properties. There are no residential houses that will be affected by the parking ban. All residential homes begin after Short Street. So that would be the second request, and the third request would be for the temporary closure of the street for safety purposes.
So when you say that it's going to be closing the street, so it's going to be actually in Oak Street?
The street will not be closed per se, that it will be eliminated as a street. It will be closed down for purposes of construction only. So the fire department, the police department will have full access to it. As I mentioned, the people who live and reside there will have full access. The parishioners for the church will have full access to their church. It'll just be eliminated through traffic.
For the public,
Right.
just for the public, but
Right, it's going to be an active construction site. So trucks will be going back and forth. There'll be sand, there'll be materials. We'll be putting new pipes in the streets. So it's going to be an active construction site. So for this time period, we don't want people traveling from one neighborhood to another, just using this as a cut through. I believe everybody here is familiar with Oak Street. It's a fairly narrow street. The west end is more commercial. The east end is mostly residential. We're not going to be affecting the east end at all. that is towards the Jackson Street. That shouldn't be impacted in any manner. And as I said, I have some agents from the development team here to answer any questions about the project.
Thank you, but before you go.
Yes.
So I know that it's gonna be on Oak Street, but we have a store right on Oak in Jackson Street, which is, most of the time, his client park in the opposite side, which is Oak. So that also is gonna be, effect. And the other question, which is gonna be in the same talking, is that, when you say they're gonna be closing the street, it's gonna be during constructions, meaning that they wrapping up at 6 o'clock, then the street's gonna be open, or how that's gonna work?
I'll let them address that.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Christy Lyons with Consigli Construction. And to answer your question, no, the road will be not available for through traffic for the duration of construction, not at night, not on weekends. We're doing a lot of site work in that area. We'll have equipment and a crane placed in Oak Street for a significant amount of time, so we won't be able to open it up at night or on the weekends for through traffic.
Okay, so we are talking about that 3 years minimum that is going to be the constructions.
3 years maximum. We don't expect to be longer than 3 years,
Okay,
starting in January of 2022.
so, but since this store is right on the corner, how do we can make that possible that it's not going to be affecting his businesses?
On the corner of Jackson
Yeah.
and Oak Street. Well, Oak Street beyond the site will remain a two-way road with access through Short Street. Short Street and Jackson Street, or Oak Street beyond our site, are still going to be open to traffic.
Okay,
So one can access Oak Street from Short Street as you can currently.
so let's say that the construction is going to begin tomorrow. And we're still literally summertime, which many people has used or request to use O'Neill Park. So how, I know that it's only going to be a portion, but this is going to be for the whole entitled constructions, or this is something whenever is needed or as needed?
It will be for the duration of construction, and it's just the one baseball field directly adjacent to our project site, not all of O'Neill Park. And the reason we need it for the duration is because that is going to be our staging area where we're going to store equipment and materials, as well as our construction field office. Pedestrian access is still provided around that baseball field. You can see the pink dots on the diagram indicate how pedestrians could access from the Lawrence Street side of Oak Street around our laydown area on a safe side of the fence, and then back through Short Street to continue down Oak Street.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That is gonna be on Shore Street, which is very narrow, but, okay. Sorry, just let me take a pic.
Yep.
So just in case, it's not that I'm against your proposal, it's that I need to have all the answer, just, because I know this is, first of all, that is on my district. Secondly, which is gonna be more important, that I'm gonna be getting a lot of calls. So I need to know all the answer in order for me just to provide the right information when someone comes to me.
Sure.
So nothing to against, I think, that should have happened a long time ago, but, it is what it is. So just give us a few minutes.
Sure. I'm happy to explain this in more detail if you'd like as well.
Will you?
Sure.
Okay.
So the red line that you see
Right.
that goes around this field,
Uh-huh.
up, down Oak Street.
Yes.
This encompasses our entire construction area. So that's where we're building the new school. There's a lot of utility work that needs to be installed in Oak Street, as well as you can see here our crane. So we're going to be placing a crane essentially
Okay,
In addition to that, we're gonna have, equipment and materials stored in this field. So we need access at all times to cross over Oak Street within our site fence to feed the lulls and the lips that are going to be building the project.
okay,
So, we would have construction vehicles come from Lawrence Street into our site fence. They would then drop the materials, lay down, and then exit all the way down Oak Street to Jackson Street.
okay.
So it would only be open for construction purposes only to come through the site gates.
And I'm assuming that when they're gonna be doing that, they probably gonna have a police detail that they can guide the traffic through, even though I heard that you're gonna be fence it up, and we're just not gonna leave it open, just in case, right?
We did talk with police about that, and, we think that there's a learning curve associated with closing Oak Street to local traffic only.
Mhm.
And we can coordinate with them for police details in the beginning of the project, just as community learns of the
Yeah.
project started and they won't have through access. So yes, we've included provisions in our planning for that.
Okay. So I'm gonna be keeping this with me. I know that you also were prepared to do a presentation, which I encourage you for our next meeting. You bring all, open up for the other counselor that they're not present, just in case, and they can see more clear and understand, because, this is simple, but again, just because of the amount of calls that we probably have to answer, even though we are expecting that this is gonna happen and sometime sooner, we still have to be full in information so that we can pass on to our constituents. So I'm just gonna open the floor for my colleagues. I know that last week, Councilor Ray and I, we had a meeting in that area, and we was just passing all that information about what is coming. But again, that is the reason that I'm asking all the questions. Just you took all the notes for whenever we go back to that meeting, we can fill our constitutions. Okay, Councilor De La Cruz?
Yes, two things. Number one, if you're gonna be there for 3 years, we use the location for sports. Then 3 years that they won't be able to play in there, in that location?
Yes. Unfortunately, in this one field,
Yep.
would be off limits.
And then, have you communicated with the people on Camela Teoli complex? Because that is gonna be affecting them a lot. Because they have parking inside, they have parking in the outside. Then it worries me that 3 years is gonna be a long, long time for, if you pass by on weekends, we have a lot of people having a lot of fun in that area. Then I understand
Thank you.
I understand the needs of the materials that you're gonna be using, but at the same time, 3 years is a very long time. And the next one is, are you gonna be responsible of fixing that park? Because that park was just renewed, as well as the other park around there. Then, I understand that after putting so many equipment in that location, the play is not gonna be like it is at this moment. Then who's gonna take that responsibility of fixing the baseball field, and then being there for 3 years is my big concern.
Councilor De La Cruz, they said that, I'm sorry, that it's going to be open for local traffic, meaning that the people who lives there, they are still gonna be living like a normal life. So what they are doing is they are taking a portion of it. So if they put something, let's say, just when we allowed any applicants to come in front of us that they want to use the park. So we have to pass that they have to leave it better or as the same condition that they find
Yeah, but
it.
I don't mean that. What I mean is that that playground is gonna be used for material to lay down. That means
Yes.
it's gonna be all the materials that they're using are located on that place. That's number one. Number two, where our players are gonna go, because they play there the whole summer.
Again, but like I say,
And
they are taking only a portion, and they have no options that they can utilize any other space that is going to be safer for
yes, but at the same time, I want to hear from you, because being there for 3 years, not having the park available for the people in the community, 3 years is a long time. That's number one. Number two, who's going to fix the location after you guys are gone? Because it's already fixed. The park, it was a lot of money put into the parks, and materials will damage the play as it is now.
So, if I understand correctly, this is not one of the parks that has been recently renovated, but we have included in our planning, we are going to restore the park to a new condition at the end of
That
the
area?
project.
I can probably respond to that more clearly.
Please.
We actually just did finish doing the O'Neill Park. We spent more than $1.5 million redoing it. We knew this project was coming along, so we withheld some of the construction work for this one ball field. So if you go down there, there's a soccer field and 2 ball fields. The ball field at the corner of Lawrence and Oak Street will not be closed. That'll be open for the entire time. The one closest to Short Street will be closed. There's also a new playground and basketball courts. As it was mentioned earlier, we're gonna keep open pathways from all the neighborhood streets so that the children can still access the playground, the basketball court, the soccer field's gonna be open, and the other one. We're gonna work with the Department of Recreation, beginning next summer, to relocate some of the softball teams. We use that during the summer. We have a summer league, but the city's been investing a lot of money in a lot of other parks, creating more ball fields, because, of course, it's a very popular sport, both soccer and baseball, softball. So we will be looking, the city will be looking to relocate those teams that use that. And as mentioned before, at the end of this project, the ball field that's being used for construction will be brought to the same condition as the other one after they were done, spent all the money. So it'll be a brand-new ball field with all the same amenities and conditions that the brand-new project has.
Okay. My last question will be, when you're taking part of Short, you're gonna take the whole Short Street completely from the beginning to the end?
No, we're not taking Short Street at all. Short Street will remain open for vehicular traffic as it is today.
But because that street is very narrow, it's not gonna be, people won't be able to park.
Yeah.
Because they won't be able to make a U-turn to come out.
Before they will need to make a U-turn. The way it's gonna be done is Short Street, you can come in Short Street and go back out on Oak Street. From Jackson and Oak to Short Street, it's gonna be open. So all vehicles can come down to Oak Street, take a turn, and make it, and go straight through, so you don't have to do a U-turn at all. We're very cognizant that the people who live in that neighborhood live on the Jackson Street side, and that's all gonna be maintained in the same condition as it is today. So it's not gonna affect any of those people.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Yeah, just go to the mic, please. Thank you, thank you.
Deborah Marai, I'm your owner's project manager from Answer Advisory. I just want you to think about it as if this, this peach area, that's the
Right.
part that's obstructed
Yeah.
from one side to the other. The part from Lawrence Street you won't be able to park on it, but people will have access to those parking lots, and it will be a two-way street to allow people to come in and out. And then everything on the other side will remain the same.
Right.
So the Short Street, Oak Street, that will remain. So it's just that swath right there that's being obstructed
Yes.
in terms of the street and access. And again, allowing pedestrians to go around, so Short Street is not changing at all.
Yes.
Okay.
So you say that you have all the sign off for all the department? Please.
I do have one letter here. From Chief Moriarty. I'm gonna have a letter from Chief Roy Vast tomorrow morning. And we did have a
Okay.
We met with the city attorney, the different departments, the Department of Public Works, and they're all supportive of the safety plans being presented.
Thank you, thank you. Councilor Reggie, please take all the notes and keep that letter so that we can bring it back to our meeting for the next time that we're gonna be, meeting with the
So I will make sure that I get the other 4 letters into the package,
please,
clearly
please.
before.
Since we're not changing anything, I don't think that we need to order public hearing because this is not, no, because it's gonna remain the same. It's nothing that we are changing or, okay, I have no more questions. If you don't, we ready for a motion?
Motion to send?
With favor recommendation?
No, I have a question.
Oh, you do, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Yeah, go ahead. We didn't
Eh?
call the motion, go ahead.
Thank you. No, like they explained it, that's what we had to do, just to, I use the soccer field on the other side, on the O'Neill Park there, because we have, Lawrence is so beautiful, they got all the, so many countries here, in soccer, softball, volleyball, all different countries in Lawrence. And like you explained it, I'm familiar with the project because I've been working with this project many years. I've been in council before, and I know how the Oliver is because I work on the school department with the children's. The park on Shore Street, that was the only problem that Councilor De La Cruz mentioned it, and now I can see that the other 2 fields be okay. That project gonna be running smooth. I don't got no objection to that. Just that we have to teach you, inform our community, who run those leagues. I will get in touch with the people that run all the league in the Neo Park because I've been there 20 years, and I'm the fight for that new renovation of Neo Park. And I know every single person that run softball, all the 2 park, soccer, I run it. That's the only comment I want to do, Vice Chairperson. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And just for the public, Mr. McCarthy just said that for the player user of the park, they are gonna be relocating them in case that they need it. So they went through the recreation department and they gonna be working with
The
them.
one in the corner,
Hence-
the one that not gonna use them,
Yeah,
the only one.
yeah, okay, so.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
The motion has been made,
Second?
properly second, send it with the favorable recommendation. All those in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
The ayes have it, thank you. You do need to be present to our next city council meeting. Please bring your thumb drive that you can present it in a bigger picture, in a bigger screen, so that way, they understand better, because it's not rejection, the project, but yes, just to have enough information since this is gonna be 3 years.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
So do you
And
recommend, may I ask you, additional slides to represent this, or is this give enough clarity as long as we walk through it?
This is clear for me.
Okay.
As long as you can just present it to them and make sure that everybody understand and be on the same page, just not to create any confusion, since everything is gonna remain the same, that we're not changing anything, that basically it.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
I recommend PowerPoint because if we had the Zoom meeting, it would be presented through the
Yes.
slides.
Yep, we can present it digitally.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. I believe that we have another items. Document 221. Can I get a motion to take document 222? Wait a minute, 222-21 out of order?
It's the same thing.
Thank you, thank you.
So move.
Second.
Motion has been made to take document 222 out of order. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 222 is allotting for Chris Campanon Common on October 23rd at 5 p.m. Good evening.
Hello. So I actually read the document. I think I was supposed to put 1 o'clock, and it comes out like I put it for 1 to 5. I don't know if you guys see that in the document.
Okay, I can check my package. Name and address for the record, please.
Onay Shanais Tejada. And the address that I'm using is 200 Common Street in Lawrence.
Okay. So, yeah, can you explain a little bit what is going to be this about?
We are doing a church event. My church is in Salem, New Hampshire, but we've always done the events here in Lawrence. So we wanted to do a worship night, a prayer night for the city. It'll be a group of us. We'll be inviting other churches from Lawrence, from Salem, or wherever it is that we need to invite from. And it'll be pretty simple from 1 to like 4-ish around there.
Yeah, I do have in your application that it's going to start at 1, right? 1 to 5.
Yeah, but
Do
to make
you-
sure that we clean up everything and leave the park the way it's supposed to be. Obviously, if we need to stay till 5, we will.
So starting at 1, that's going to give you enough time to set up?
So all it is just speakers and chairs, that's it. There's no like balloons, there's no, like any decoration. It's just simple, the speakers and the chairs.
Great, you touched my next question. So how big is going to be your speakers?
Probably this size.
Okay, so we've been getting a lot of complaints in the past. This is nothing personal
No,
with
yeah.
whatever event you're going to be holding off. But if you are going to be having a speaker, it needs to be toward to your group,
Yes.
not to the public.
Yes.
Because, sometimes people is not in a mood, even though this is great.
No,
We
yeah.
can have that every day, but it needs to be toward to your group.
To the event.
That's one thing. The other thing is, you're not allowed to park any vehicle inside of the park, right? You're gonna load or whatever you have and park in the street.
Yes.
So you know that. So the speaker, and then you need to wrap it up. It's gonna be enough time for you?
Oh, yeah, it should be, it's just in case. I'm pretty sure we'll be done before that time, but in case if, we need to clean up anything or put the chairs away, that should
So
be-
basically, you're gonna be safe between that time. So
Yes.
the reason that
Yeah.
I'm asking you, and I'm sure that you went through the recreation department, is in case there is any other organization has any event. Sometimes they pass through us, but it's really hard for us just to keep track who's gonna be after, who's gonna be first. But yes, I'm seeing your application. You have all the sign off. Counselor, do you have any question for the applicants?
No?
No questions? Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second. Motion to send with favor recommendation has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. You do need to be present to our next city council meeting, which is going to be next Tuesday at 7 p.m., same time, same day, this location.
Okay.
So thank you.
I actually have a question. I don't know if
Sure.
I ask you or the next. If we're gonna have water, do we have to ask them, like, if we're gonna give them any water or pastelitos? I don't know if we have to ask those
No.
questions. Okay.
No.
Just wanted to make sure.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Counselor, thank you for taking those two items out of order. We are going to be going to the top of the agenda. Can I get a motion to take document 219, 220, and 221 as a blog, to send it to Officer Cano, and also to table those items?
221 is to delete.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
220 and 219.
And 230.
Yeah, but let me just do those three just because it's not in the same order.
Okay.
219, you know what? Let me just drop the motion. Document 21921 is a handicap parking second site request, 53 Bradford Street. It has been put on the agenda by Billy Granton. Can I get a motion to send it to Officer Cano and also to table it?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 220-21 is the handicap parking at 31 Fairmont Street. Angelina Diaz, can I get a motion to send it to Officer Cano and also to table the item?
So move. Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 221 is a handicap parking delete at 95 Alder Street, corner of Exchange, Councilor Gonzalez and Officer Cano. Can I get a motion to send it to the full council to order public hearing?
So move. Second.
Motion to send it with favor recommendation to order public hearing has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 227, disclosure by municipal employee Alisa Coco. I know all of you know Alicia. Can I get a motion to send it with favor recommendation to request for her to be present at the councilor meeting, at the full council meeting?
So move.
Pat, you got that? To request her presence to our next, thank you. So the motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 230-21 is the handicap parking at 50 Union Street. It has been put in the agenda by Jenny Ferreira. Can I get a motion to send it to Officer Cano and also to table the document?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Document 231-21, Stern Ave, one-way northbound from Mayflower Street to Lawrence Street has been put on agenda by Mayor Kendris Basket. Before we call the motion, Councilor Reyes, I know that in the past we did that street. Are we looking to do the same or just to complete the whole entitled street? Yeah, complete. Okay. So can I get a motion to send document 231-21 to Officer Cano and the city engineer and also to table the item?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. Document 232-21, Sunset Ave, one-way southbound from Saratoga Street to Lawrence Street. It has been put on the agenda by Mayor Kendris Vasquez. Can I get a motion to send it to city engineer, Officer Cano, and also to table document 232?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. Document 233, amend ordinance 10.36.031 to include Stern Ave to the winter alternative parking, and also has been put on the agenda by Mayor Kendris Vasquez. The motion is to send it to DPW because it's going to be alternative parking in
So move.
city, hold on, because I need to know including, is the DPW and the city engineer, and also to table it. So move.
So move. Second.
The motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Last but not least, 235-21, disclosure by municipal employee Maria Corniel. Marina Corniel. Can I get a motion to send it with favorable recommendation to the city council and request her presence for disclosure to our next city council meeting?
So move. Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Okay, Counselor. Again, I'm not gonna ask you this time, but,
You got that? Excuse me.
yeah, that's gonna go in our next city council meeting, and then they're gonna send it down. Yeah, it's not in the agenda. They're gonna, did you request, did you call our secretary for that?
Yeah, a week ago.
Okay, so,
It shouldn't be in there.
no,
No, it's not there, yeah, I know.
so, no, it's not in here. So we still have go through our city
Yes,
council
you should
meeting.
not do this because you forgot to put it on. Huh? You should not do that.
Oh, okay,
Why you do that for?
okay.
You know what I
But
mean?
we can do nothing down at this level. So council, if you don't, are you wishing to take any item out of table?
There are table business from September 2nd, 2014.
We are gonna be cleaning,
At least to start from the bottom to the top.
yes, but we still, if you see that, exactly that, has been recommitted. So the city engineer is working on that because something else is coming around that area. So they are waiting just for a project to be presented to us, and probably it's gonna be for
All of
our
them.
next ordinance meeting. So that's what I said the last time, that we're gonna be sending all this item for withdrawal. But that one has been recommitted by Councilor Selena Reyes. That one has been recommitted.
What about, oh, well.
They all has been recommitted. So they are working with the city engineer who is planning to do, to put something in order on those areas. So we are gonna be cleaning our agenda, but it's gonna be for the next page up. Okay?
Okay.
So motion to adjourn? I need a motion.
Motion to adjourn?
Second, the motion has been made to adjourn, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Who
Thank
made
you,
the
Councilor.
original motion to adjourn?
She did it, Councilor.
Okay.
She didn't vote, she didn't vote.